This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. St. Pete Mayor Ken Welch has announced a plan to compensate residents of the Black community who were harmed by the construction of Interstate 175. He said a $1.4 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation will help reconnect the South St. Pete neighborhoods and businesses to the downtown area where hundreds of Black families were displaced. Whit Blanton with Forward Pinellas tells 10 Tampa Bay the existing established neighborhoods to the south of Campbell Park and others have been disenfranchised from the economic success of downtown because access is limited. He says his group is hopeful that the federal funding can help improve the situation. Blanton said his group will take a look at several streets, including 8th, 9th, and MLK Jr. Street, as well as 3rd and 4th Streets, to consider returning them to two-way streets like they are north and south of downtown. Overall, the group wants to slow down traffic and address safety concerns for everyone. In a push to address safety issues and higher pay and benefits, approximately 100 onboard attendants employed by Florida's Brightline voted to unionize with the Transport Workers Union yesterday. The Orlando Weekly reports it is the first union formed by Brightline workers in the state of Florida and the largest newly organized group of railroad workers nationwide in over 20 years. The Transport Workers Union represents roughly 155,000 workers across the U.S. Union President John Samuelson said Brightline workers voted roughly 2-1 to join the TWU in the face of an aggressive anti-union campaign. He called the results an enormous victory. Brightline has been subject to scrutiny over multiple deadly crashes involving its passenger cars that have killed at least 6 people. With a looming TikTok ban, content creators and users may need to look elsewhere for entertainment. WMNF's Chris Young reports one Tampa fitness influencer says he's prepared.
Come with me to run 7 miles in London to London Bridge. Nah, I'm going to keep it a hundo. It was cold as hell at 40 degrees.
Tampa creator DC Banks has made at least $50,000 from TikTok. DC has almost 10 million likes on the platform, where he makes intense but relatable workout videos and short ads sponsoring fitness products.
TikTok's been a very beneficial platform for me, and yeah, it would suck if it went away.
He's a TikTok shop creator and gets paid by the platform to advertise. But DC says it's the community on the platform that keeps him motivated.
Even if it's not a comment on my post, someone will slide in my DMs and just say, man, you're such an inspiration. Thank you for sharing this or whatever it might have been. This is exactly what I needed.
DC says he didn't put all his eggs in one basket. After a prior threat of a TikTok ban, DC made sure he didn't rely too much on the platform.
I built up a good enough community to take it back to Instagram or YouTube or wherever I'm going to go. So, yeah, it won't affect me too much.
The U.S. Supreme Court will make the final decision on TikTok's future. Chris Young, WMNF News.
On the heels of a defeat in the last election, the Tampa Bay Times reports the group pushing recreational marijuana in Florida is trying again to get the issue in front of voters. Smart and Safe Florida is pursuing a constitutional amendment to allow for adult recreational marijuana use for 2026. The state approved the group to begin the petition-seeking process on Tuesday. The group's new language appears aimed at addressing many of Governor Ron DeSantis' arguments against the 2024 proposal, including what he called the pot stench coming from public smoking. The new proposal specifically says that smoking or vaping marijuana in public is prohibited. It also limits how much marijuana someone can possess legally to 2 ounces. The 2024 amendment allowed up to 3. The proposed amendment got about 56% of the vote in November, but fell short of Florida's 60% threshold for adoption. In weather, it's going to be partly sunny with a high of 62 today. There's a slight chance for a shower. Lows tonight will be in the upper 40s. Partly sunny with a high of 68 on Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.